Greetings to you, amazing people. I welcome you again to the brand new episode in this amazing channel. As you know, I promised that every week I'm going to be bringing you insightful content in this beautiful channel of ours. My name is Lesego Montsho and I welcome you, my friends. In today's episode, my people, as you can see that I'm all swagged up in a science attire. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be talking about one of the most outstanding, remarkable scientists that the planet Earth has ever had. I'm talking about the one and only Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The man in question was not just an ordinary scientist. He was a futurist, he was an aerospace engineer, and most importantly, he was the 11th president of India. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. APJ was a president like no other. From his inimitable style, his statement, and his humble nature, he was the true embodiment of the joy and the adventure of science. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam will always remain in the hearts of many people, simply because of his engagement with the people, his distinguished character, and achievements that made him the true embodiment of people's president. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Abdul Kalam, or President Kalam, was not just an ordinary man. He had a wide range of abilities and superpowers, if you may allow me to call it that. Being the good communicator that he was, he always had a lot of insights that he used to share with his people and his nation. One of the prominent words that he used to say was that, "I am not the most handsome guy, but I can offer my hand to someone who needs help." And he will go on to say that beauty is in the heart, not in the face. Isn't that incredible? I mean, we need a lot of people with substance, more than a lot of people who put on substance. There's a difference between carrying substance and putting on substance. But Dr. Abdul Kalam was a true embodiment of what it means to be a person, a character, an individual who has substance. This futurist of a president, Dr. Abdul Kalam, he was not just an ordinary person, because one of the adorable traits about him was that he was someone who adored children, as he saw them as the future of his country. Moreover, one of the most adorable things about him is that he had a very unique hairstyle. As you can see in this picture of him, he was a very unique person, and he always kept his unique hairstyle that you can see right here. Despite him being someone with a high profile, Dr. Abdul Kalam, when he was still the president, and even when he was retired, he always shared his email address and his website with the people publicly, and he always insisted that they must email him and he will reply them within 24 hours. I mean, today it's rare to just email, your president, and you know very well that India has a large population. This man, he was open enough to say that, email me anytime, any day. I'm gonna reply to your emails within 24 hours. That was Dr. Abdul Kalam for you. I mean, some states do not even have, 1 million people or a billion people. It's rare to see a president being willing to engage with his people. That is why Dr. Abdul Kalam was known as the people's president, even beyond his retirement, even beyond his presidency, even beyond his existence. The man in question left a legacy, and his characteristics left a mark in many minds, as he dedicated his entire life to the welfare of his people. Is it not what true patriots do? Exactly. Dr. Abdul Kalam was born on the 15th of October 1931 in a small town of Ramesaram in Tamil Nadu. He was a Tamil, and his birth anniversary is observed as the World Students' Day. So keep it in your calendar. On the 15th of October every year, it's World Students' Day, and it was all dedicated to this legendary leader. Dr. APJ Kalam came from a Muslim family, and his father was a boat owner and an imam in a local mosque, whereas his mother was a housewife. Kalam was the youngest of his 5 siblings, and he was a very family-oriented man, even though he remained a bachelor his whole life. During his school days as a kid, Dr. APJ Kalam was an average student. However, his teachers considered him to be a bright and a hardworking student. They described him as a very dedicated and hardworking student, and his favorite subject was mathematics. In 1958, Dr. Abdul Kalam graduated with a physics degree from University of Madras, one of the top universities in India. And then in 1960, he graduated from MIT Chennai. Being the creative man that he was, and as someone who always aspired to be a pilot, Dr. Abdul Kalam started his career by designing a helicopter for the Indian Army. In 1969, he then joined the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and later on, he joined the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO. While working at the DRDO, Dr. Abdul Kalam realized that he was not satisfied with his work there. And then he later on moved to the ISRO, where he served as the project director. And while he was there as the project director, he led India's first ever indigenous satellite project, the SLV-3, which is the Satellite Launch Vehicle 3. Due to his engagement in the nuclear power, Dr. Abdul Kalam earned himself the name that he is famously known with, the Missile Man. Then in his journey of serving India, Dr. Abdul Kalam became the scientific advisor to the Prime Minister before he became the president in 2002. Before being the scientific advisor to the Prime Minister, in 1981, Dr. Abdul Kalam was awarded the Padma Bhushan. And then in 1990, he was also awarded the Padma Vibhushan. And then due to his contribution, or his huge contribution to the government of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam was awarded the Bharat Ratna, which is the biggest civilian award in India. And thereafter, he became the president of India from 2002 to 2007. His predecessor was Kochiril Raman, who ruled from 1997 to 2002, whereas his successor was Pratibha Patil, who took over from 2007 to 2012. So this makes Dr. Abdul Kalam the 11th president of India. Besides being the greatest leader that he was, Dr. Abdul Kalam was also a great author, one of the greatest authors, or one of the greatest presidents to ever pen the greatest books. He penned some of the most amazing bestsellers. One of his books is my favorite read that I read in 2020. It's called The Wings of Fire, and the other one is called Ignite, and then the other one is called India 2020. these are some of the most amazing books that when you read them, you'd realize that this man had crazy vision. So check out his books. The first one is called Winds of Fire. The second one is called Ignited Minds. The third one is called In Year 2020. So those are some of the most incredible books that he has penned down as an artist. So I really believe that at this point we need more people like him, because this man here was a true legend. In February 2020, the Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting of India released a biopic of a film titled APJ Abdul Kalam that will be released by the end of this year. It is a venture project between Hollywood and Telugu filming company. So anytime soon, anytime by the end of this year, we should expect to see the movie or the film that talks about the life of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Ladies and gentlemen, on the 27th of July 2015, Dr. Abdul Kalam passed on following an illness.
For science,
this was a great loss,
innovation,
not only for India,
and his contribution,
but for the entire humanity.